Good morning. For today's writing, we are going to start a new writing, and I want you to pick a new problem that you see in the world that is preventing us from having a cleaner, greener world. As we watched yesterday on Zoom, there are a lot of problems we have in this world that you can help fix. Yesterday, we watched that the coral reefs, animals live there, that's their home. Maybe you want to convince people to save the coral reefs. Maybe there's some animals that need protection. Maybe you want to convince people to protect these animals. Maybe you want to convince people to ride their bikes instead of riding cars because the air is dirty. I want you to think of something, anything that you want to fix. You can look out your window to get some ideas. You can watch some videos if you want. You want to see an animal that needs saving. Maybe you want to convince people to not throw plastic bags on the beach because the plastic bags go into the ocean. And as we learned when we went to the aquarium, the turtles eat the plastic bags because they look just like jellyfish. So first, I want you to pick a problem. Once you have a problem, I want you to whisper it to me. Okay? Now that you have your problem, you need to give your reader reasons why it's a problem. You cannot just tell people the floor is dirty, pick up your garbage. Nobody is going to listen to you. You need to give them reasons. And one way to give reasons are by using these sentence starters. You can say, the first reason is, another reason is, or also, that is how you give reasons. So right now, I want you to think of 3 reasons why the problem you picked is a big problem. Whisper them to me. Count them on your fingers. Make sure you have 3. If you need more time, press pause. If you have 3, we are going to move on. Now you need to fix the problem. Maybe you can't fix the problem all by yourself, but maybe you can tell the reader one little thing that they can do that's going to help fix this problem. So we call that a fix-it solution. So what do you want your reader to do that might help fix this problem? Whisper it to me. Okay, so if you're still thinking of a fix-it solution, press pause. If we're ready, we're going to move on. The last thing we need to do is be convincing. You want to capture your reader to listen to you. So the way you can be convincing is you can tell your opinion by using I think. Tell a little story. You can tell them why it hurts your heart. Why is this problem hurting your heart? Why do you think it needs to be fixed? Give lots of reasons. We said that. Give a fix-it idea. We said that. Being polite. The words please and thank you when you want someone to do something for you, please and thank you go a very long way. So try to get those words in and include important information. We learned that in our lesson the other day. Give them facts. Tell them everything you know. The next thing you want to do is write more. So you're almost in first grade now. So after you have your writing, maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow you don't have a writer's workshop assignment, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be writing. So maybe after you're done doing this writing, you still want to convince someone to do something. So you can make a sign, you can make a letter, you can make a song, you can make a list, you can make a petition, or you can make a how-to book. You should always be writing. The more you write, the more you are going to convince someone to do something. So here's an example of a little girl who is trying to convince her parents to start recycling. To mom and dad. Mom and dad, you need to recycle because it will be a mess. You can get a recycling bin and put the recyclings in the recycling bin. One time, Sarah did not recycle, and then all of them fell out on my recycling bin because all of the cans cannot fall out of the recycling bin. It is not healthy for the earth. So there's her little story. She told something that Sarah did, and it wasn't good for the earth. That's her little story. That's a very convincing thing to do. Where am I? It could not be by so she didn't stretch out her words, so I'm having a little trouble reading this, so I'm going to skip it. Oh, accident. It could not be an accident because then it will not be messy. That maybe it was like if it was in the hall. Would will be like if the whole. Okay, I'm going to reread this part. It could not be by accident because then it will be so messy. Then maybe it will be like if the whole world will be covered all with garbage and many rats and litter. I know because I can tell if you do not recycle. It would be nice if you recycle in the recycling bin from Alyssa. So she did a very, very good job. And she also wrote 1, 2, 3, 4. She wrote 5 pages. She had a lot to say. So she went up here and she followed all of these steps to get a really, really, really good writing. So before you start writing, I want you to remember some things because what we're learning in phonics shouldn't be only in phonics. We need to make sure that everything we're learning in phonics, we're bringing into our writing. So when you are trying to write these big words, because the things you're trying to persuade people to do, you have to use a lot of big words. Every single syllable should have a vowel when you are trying to sound out big words. You are almost in first grade now, so you should have at least 5 sentences. If you want to challenge yourself like Alyssa and write 5 pages, go for it. The more you write, the better. You should be sounding your words out all by yourself. So if we were in school, Miss Navarro does not tell you how to spell anything. So don't ask mom, dad, your big brother, your big sister how to spell anything. You're not going to learn. So I need you, get really close to your listening. I need you to make sure you are sounding it out all by yourself. Every sentence needs to start with an uppercase letter and end with punctuation. And I'm not saying that every sentence needs to end with a period, because if you're trying to convince someone, you might be shouting. So some of your sentences might end with an exclamation point. If you want to learn more about the coral reefs that we learned about yesterday, you can click on this website, maybe, and it's going to bring you here. And here you can go on a whole bunch of field trips to learn. Maybe there's something on here that you want to save. So here it has corals, about the rainforest, more about the rainforest and deserts, more about the coral reefs, more about China's forest, about energy. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff you can learn. Some of it might be a little hard for you, but you can still listen and learn. And the password for this is going to be recycle. I cannot wait to read all of your writings today. Thank you.